Welcome to Smokehouse Meets BBQ Catering and Happy Holidays 2012. What I'm going to show you today is my method for smoking a turkey on the grill. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you first, I'm going to show you what we have as our actual brine that we use, which I brine my turkey for at least about 6 hours or so. And then I take it out of the brine and then I season it with my smokehouse rub, and then what we're going to do is an injection to keep it moist and tender on the inside as well. These are the simple ingredients I use for my brine for my turkey. Usually, as I said before, I usually brine the turkey for about 6 hours to make sure that it gets moist and tender. So what we have here, and it doesn't matter what brand you use, we have leaf oregano, then we have some whole bay leaves. We also have some Jamaican allspice that I use. And then we have some Cajun seasoning that we're going to use because remember, it is a Cajun turkey. So depending on how many turkeys that you're actually brining, in this case I'm only brining one, so I'm just using a common stock pot. But sometimes I do use a cooler depending on how many turkeys I'm brining. But in this case, just a simple stock pot. And what we're going to do is show you exactly what it looks like from the brine that I just mentioned to you. So what we have is the turkey, and it has the bay leaves, the leaf oregano, the Jamaican allspice, and the Cajun seasoning, and it's been sitting in the brine water for about 6 hours. So you want to make sure that when you brine, you also put the turkey in so it at least fills up most of the pot to cover the turkey. And occasionally you may want to come in and flip it over as well. Okay, let's discover some of the ingredients that are going to go into our injection or our marinade that's going to help baste the turkey from the inside as we actually start to cook it. So what you're going to need, as you see in front of you, you're going to need about 2 cups of chicken broth. You're going to need a tablespoon of garlic powder. You're going to need a tablespoon of red pepper. You're only going to need about a teaspoon of salt. I choose to use sea salt, but what you use is up to you. We're going to need some lemon juice, about a teaspoon of that. You can use either lemon juice from a bottle or real lemon. We also want to use about a teaspoon of red hot sauce or Tabasco sauce, depending on how hot you want it. It'll kick it up a little bit. We also need some Worcestershire sauce, and you're going to need about a quarter cup of beer, and you're going to need about a tablespoon of that Worcestershire sauce. The Grand Marnier that you're looking at there, that's optional. Yep. All right. You're also going to need some utensils. There's your measuring spoons. You're going to need a turkey injector. You're going to need a brush for your marinade to brush it onto the turkey. And you're also going to need about a half a stick of butter. Through the miracle of movie making, I've combined all those ingredients for our injection, and I've combined them into 1 cup of liquid that will actually do the job that we need. Notice I've got a pan out that's going to be able to hold at least that cup for the amount that I'm going to use, and also the butter in there. So what I will end up doing is pouring the actual sauce or marinade over the butter, and then I'll warm that up, and you'll see how I'm going to do that. Welcome to Smokehouse Barbecue Backyard. Back here is actually where I do all my grilling. As you can see, it's winter time, of course, and so things are dead, the bushes are dead, and so forth. But what I do have, as you can see, is my grills going, or my grill. I have several grills that I use, but this is what I'm using today. I'm using my barrel for our smoked turkey. This allows us to actually smoke the food, the turkey I should say, as well as give it a little moisture. So what you should do right now at this point, you should be having your fire going. You're going to need enough charcoal to burn for about 3 to 4 hours at least. Next to it, you want to put a cold zone, or a zone where it's actually called indirect heat, where you actually put the turkey on this side with the grills, and if you notice I have a pan of water in there. That water will help moisturize the turkey as it goes through the cooking process. On the left side is the fire. As you can see, it's raging charcoals are going, we'll be able to get this turkey on here probably in about 15 minutes. I also want to draw your attention to the smoking chips. This is very important. If you notice that I have the smoking chips in a bowl, and they're in a bowl of water. They've been soaking for probably about a half an hour now. I would suggest that at a minimum, you soak your chips for about a half an hour. Okay? Today I'm using hickory and a little apple wood in order to get this turkey done. Alright, so there's your chips soaking in water. There's your indirect heat zone with a pan of water in it, and then there's going to be where the charcoal is already burning and the hot zone will be. And this is where we'll actually put all of our wood chips on this side. Okay, here's what we're going to do now. We're going to take that marinade that we made, the marinade injection, and we're going to take that and we're going to pour it into the container that you see here, along with the butter. And then what we're going to do is take that from that point, and we're actually going to take it outside, and what we're going to do from there is put it on the actual grill. Now that we've got the marinade poured into our container, what we're going to do is take some foil and we're going to cover it up, and this is what we're going to do is put it on the grill from here. Notice now that our charcoals are white, and that means that we're ready to put our smoking chips on there in order to start creating some hickory and apple smoke to go on the grill and to the meat. What we're going to do is we're going to take that sauce that we just did, we're going to peel the foil back about a halfway, and we're going to put that on the cool side of the grill and let it actually heat up. Once that's done, we're going to take it back in and we're going to marinate or inject the chicken with it. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take our already soaked chips and put it on the fire. Okay. Excuse the shaky video. Alright, so that's going to give our chips a chance to actually smoke. Okay, we've got our marinade on the grill with the butter in it. It's going to start heating up. If you take a look over to the left, we've got our chips on. They're starting to smoke. And we're going to go back in now. And the time that it takes the chips to start smoking and the marinade to melt, we're going to actually be able to go in and season our turkey. Okay, we're ready to assemble our rub, or what I call the smokehouse rub for our turkey. Now this is no big secret, but this is what I use, and I'll give you a quick glance. You have mustard, you have garlic powder, you have turmeric, allspice, ground cumin, or cumin, whichever you prefer, chili powder, extra virgin, olive oil, Cajun seasoning, ground red pepper, Worcestershire, Old Bay, believe it or not, red hot sauce, and ground paprika. And when I put it on in this exact order because I've not been able to master the art of putting it into one big pile and making a rub that makes it taste good yet. So I put it on in this order every time I do my rub. And so what I'm about to do now is give this turkey a rub. In addition to that, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take that plastic piece off that you see there, and I'm actually going to tie it with string to smoke it with. Alright, here's that turkey that we pulled out of our brine, and now it's been seasoned the smokehouse way, as you can see. And what we're going to do is now take that marinade or the injection that we put in on the grill a little earlier. As you can see, the butter's melted and it's all mixed up, and we're going to take that and we're going to actually inject it into the turkey. And we're going to take it and inject it to different parts of the turkey, such as the wings, the legs. We're going to do the back, and we're going to flip it over then and inject it into the breast and the legs as well. So as you can see, we're taking our marinade that I've already put into the syringe. we're actually going to inject a little bit into it in different places, along the back and along the legs of the meat as well. You just stick it in there and push a little bit. Don't worry if a little bit comes out, it's okay. You want to try to put it in without actually squirting it. But once you got it in, all you got to do is push it in a little bit, and you're good to go. And you're just going to inject some various points in the meat, such as the legs and the wings and the drumsticks to the wings and so forth. Finally, we have our fully injected turkey, fully smokehouse seasoned turkey, ready to go onto the grill. And we're going to put this on the grill, and we're going to put it breast side down for the first 45 minutes. And then we're going to come back and we're going to add a little surprise to it from there. You ready? Let's go to the grill. Well, as the sun points to the west, you can see that the sun is going down. It's probably about 4 o'clock or so here in Denver, Colorado. And I've finally got my turkey on the grill. So just let me show you what we're looking at here. There's the turkey that we've been looking at and getting prepared. So you want to put it breast down or breast side down on the grill for the first 45 minutes. And it's been on here for about 5 minutes so far. In addition to that, grab about half a slab of bacon and put it on the grill and put it on the indirect heat side. Notice that the first 45 minutes of the turkey is on the direct heat side with the smoke. And we're going to take that and switch it to the indirect heat side after about 45 minutes. But get you some bacon, put it on there, and we're going to show you what we're going to do with that bacon in a little bit after about 45 minutes. Can't promise that I'll have a lot of daylight, but I'll make the light work. Smokehouse Meats BBQ Catering. All right. We're back at Smokehouse Meats. It's been about 45 minutes. As you can see, the sun has gone down a little further. And we're about to adjust the turkey that we put on. I just wanted to give you a good shot of the Denver sunset before we actually go to the turkey. But take a look at that. All right. Coming back to the grill. As you take a look, there's our turkey right now. It's been about 45 minutes, and there's the bacon that we put on a little earlier, and what we're going to do is flip that so you can see what it looks like on the other side after about 40 minutes. I just flipped the turkey, and based on that, let's take a look at what it looks like. Ooh, see that smoke? Look at those beautiful grill lines that are on that turkey. It's well on its way to being smoked, as you can see. Gorgeous. Just take a look at that. Alright, so what we're going to do now is take that turkey and we're going to move it to our indirect heat. So we're going to take it and move it over to this zone over here where the bacon is. Alright, and we're going to take it off the direct heat and let it cook for the next 3 or 4 hours. Well, welcome back 4 or 5 hours later, and what we have in front of us is a nice golden brown smoked turkey. And it's got that bacon on it. And as you can see, that bacon, what that bacon helps do is kind of help moisturize it a little bit, keeps it a little moist, as you can see, but the bacon doesn't burn. So, there you have it, a smokehouse turkey made on the grill using smokehouse rub with all the ingredients that I gave you and all the rub. This is what you came for. Look at that. It's giving you an all-around view of it. There you go. Smokehouse Meats Turkey. 720-436-3567. www.smokehousemeats.webstarts.com. Peace.